Hey, g'day, Trade Sam here from TradeToProspa to give you a crypto update. But before doing that, we need to look at the key market movers, which is the US dollar and SP 500 as a minimum. We can look at more, but I think this is enough. I've always had this gut feeling that we are coming to support on the US dollar. Now let me explain. Looking at this chart, which is a Dixie US dollar index, you can see that ascending channel, and we've hit our top for a number of reasons, and I won't go into it. But what we have is a pullback, and the way I've done this, and if you can see my trend line, this blue one here, it was previous. So we're in the channel, number one. Number two, we have levels in the channel. So that was resistance, resistance, and this could be support. Here we got consistency all the way through as a supporting part of the channel, and we just above it as well. So if we can get through there, we might be able to go up or just go up. I do believe that this is going to be an accumulation area. Now let me explain why. So let's go in close. If you see my Fibonacci, the way I've set it out, previous support, 618 level type of resistance, support, resistance. So what we have is pretty much something that's coming down hard, but we have on the indicators bullish divergence on the daily. And on the RSI, we can see how we've got bullish divergence and it spiked. Now, is this going to continue is the question. We might come back down, but looking at my Fibonacci and this trend line, we can see how that could be acting as resistance, but it's a broadening structure that could be a reversal. So I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm wary of it. My gut feeling tells me that this could be, if you recall the Wyckoff structure, either this one could be a sell and climax, as I put it there. Let's just get that out the way. Sell and climax. It didn't drop hard enough, so I think there's just one more left. And what I do believe is this is our PSY. So what we're doing is we're coming down, do this fib, get a bounce, maybe even get up to there, and come back down, and then do a reversal, guys. We might be able to do that. So this might be ranging. While it's ranging, the market could be undecided, or we'll go bearish. Okay, so at the moment I'm not bullish here. I think it's got one more leg to come down. So we've got the 200 moving average, or is that the 50? Give me a sec. The 100, 200 EMA. Let me just check. See this one, and that's the SMA. Okay, so this 200 could be acting as a resistance if this keeps going. Yeah, we have a trend line, but it's not something that you can rely on. It's only got 2 points or 3 points potentially. So I do feel like we might just come back down and then hit this moving averages here on the weekly. They're the 200 weekly moving averages, and it's got confluence along that channel that line I was talking about, which is roughly about 60% of the channel, which is a 618 level. So if we were to could try, let's see, where is it? If I was to say that is our channel, and we bring it down here, give or take a bit. Wrong one. There you go, 618 position. Let me just bring it in closer. The thing is, you don't know where the reference point is, but we might be able to use that. And you can see the 618 actually Damn it, it's pretty close, isn't it? And 0.5 is acting as resistance at the moment. So let's have a closer look on that one. Can't do this the best way, so let's just bring it in closer so we don't have to have too many lines. As you can see, if we just change the angle a bit, give or take, we can make it a bit bold, a bit stronger so we can see what we're talking about. So that's a 0.5. We're not going to be exactly perfect because we can also, do we measure that top, the spike? And if we do, that is our 0.5 fib resistance and the 618 acting as support, as you can see. So looking at that, we've got a bit of a support there on the 618 of this channel, and the 0.5 is acting as a resistance at the moment. Horizontal wise, we've got the fib 1, as I said, 1.272, 1.414, and 1.618. So if from a horizontal perspective, we might be able to come back down one more. That might give Bitcoin a bit of a boost, and then he might hit our target. So this is the synchronization. We see SP 500 also drop a bit, and then it goes up. SP 500, Bitcoin goes up, hits its target, and then we get this reversal. And then we have this range. So nearly all bought out conditions, yeah. Um, I suppose that's our pullback. Actually, we might just go, if we go a bit higher and hit this level, might just give the pullback for Bitcoin and all the rest, and then we have another surge, maybe 27, 28K, who knows, whatever it is, and that we hit our local wave 5 on Bitcoin, and this is where it's going to be interesting. Now, we might see this as a bear flag. So we have this 1, 2, and 3 down to this level here, and then get back up. So that is very possible for the market because it's done it in the past. And you can see how I'm thinking. This is a bit correction wave to the upside, maybe deeper, come back all the way down. I don't think it's going to drop. If it drops this, then it's a bull market for sure. But we haven't got confirmation. Now let's move on to the SP 500. SP 500 is, and if you look at these key points, this is volatility on SP 500. When we're here, you can see that was aligned to that. The next one, when we're at the top, it was aligned to that. So these blue ones are topping structures. So we have a topping structure here. We've got the monthly 21 moving average and a few other moving averages, as well as the Fibonacci local extension, as well as previous resistance. So yes, this might be inverted head and shoulders. Might come back down, and then we might go bullish. Yeah, but for the time being, this might act as resistance at this level here. If we get above the moving averages, then that's a bit bullish, and then we might be a fake out and then come back down and then up. So I'm looking for this to go up and into the gray zone. The gray zone is pretty much finding the bottom. So this is likely to come back down. Historically, every time we had these levels, which corresponds to that, you can see it's working. So we hit our Fibonacci of 1 with the Fib extension. We might go beyond that. You can see the moving averages, the 100 weekly moving average here. This could be a strong resistance and come back down or go sideways. So that is SP 500. I have a chart with US dollar in the past and Bitcoin. So previously Bitcoin when it was in 2015. I don't know if we can use this as a reference. When we're ranging sideways, Bitcoin was, US dollar was ranging sideways as well. And then we hit a point, that point aligns with this. And the US dollar, even though it went up, came down, went up. And this is the main one where it went really bullish. So from this point onwards, it went bullish. Just to make sure it is synchronized at time-wise. When we hit our all-time high, you see what the US dollar did, it went up. So we can see that synchronization. So when we hit our top, the US dollar has gone up. Ooh, there we go. And when we hit our bottom here, the US dollar is still going up. So there was an upward, and it kept going up. Even though Bitcoin went up, the US dollar kept going up. So there is no correlation there, or the opposite direction. When we hit our top here, you can see the US dollar kept going up. And so just a short term wise, it didn't matter if the US dollar was going up. This was a bullish, the bottom was found. We go down here and US dollars, that makes sense. And then obviously this is where it makes sense. US dollar drops its value. We have the bull run. Now, what's eminent here is this was accumulation, very clear reversal bottom. This was a clear reversal bottom, and the big boys, when they saw that, they went long, and that's where they moved their money out of crypto and into the US dollar. That's what explains that to me. This now is a range that I was talking about, US dollar, previous level. You can see that is finding its support. So we might get accumulation and then go back up, guys, and then come back down up to a certain point. So what does that mean for the likes of this? We might just go sideways. And then if this goes up, that's what's going to happen. If this goes down, that's what's going to happen. I see it that way. So we're in a range, and the US dollars come to that level where we're stuffed. No one's going to know what's going to happen until that this is resolved. And so we need to learn how to trade this level. That's how I see it. If there is a correlation between those two. In the past, this area kept going up, and so did this. So so we might be able to experience a bullish market. Even this goes up, we might find the bullish market still going up. But if this keeps going up, there's a point where if it breaks, then we'll go negative. And just like here, the US dollar kept going up or sideways, and we dropped. And this is obviously a black swan event, so that's hard to explain. So I see it from that perspective. So when we look at Bitcoin, looking at it, it's come down to the liquidity area. I have no Bitcoin now. I'm out. Still have Ethereum though. So this we might just find support. It does make support, but the question is, so this is my thinking when I looked at this chart. It's a nasty chart. This is the left shoulder. This could be our head. It's complex, and this is our right shoulder. So it doesn't look good. If we look on the 4-hour, it does look like a topping off structure. And this reversal, this is going to be a reversal, in my opinion. And this level is critical. You can see my levels. These levels are critical. And there's that very possibility that if this comes down, this is going to act as a resistance and shorting position there. This might just run through strong and hesitate and come down to this level. So that is our next level, is the head and shoulders, and then damn it, but if it does that, we might have another bearish structure and then down. So that is a bearish view. A lot of people are thinking, going up, but look at the SP 500. If this keeps coming down, so would Bitcoin. And as I said, along those lines, if we do that, don't get caught up with the hype. Look at the charts. People are bearish for a reason, and it's a difficult stage. I'm not 100% in. I'm reserved. I've put some money on the line, or a fair bit of money on the line, but I'm playing it safe. I'd rather protect my wealth than. And what I want to see for Bitcoin is to break that level for confirmation, and it hasn't. It didn't break the weekly level. Let's see another chart. Let's see how we go. So I wanted to see that happening, and it didn't get that far yet. So that does look like a bearish structure, but you never know. You can see the neckline. It needs to hold this neckline, otherwise we're going to come down to this Fibonacci here. So 21,400, and it's likely, if it loses that, it's likely to come back down to 19,000. These moving averages. So it wouldn't surprise me that this comes down because it's overbought conditions. This is a broadening structure, as you can see what I had, and it is a reversal top. What it seems like. There we go. Fibonacci, shorted. That would have been a good entry. These are daily candles, 2 daily candles. We are going down, I think. And finding a good entry is not going to be easy because this could be a fake out as well. So it's nasty. This could go and then down. But I'm bearish at the moment. We did not get our, so that was our 200 moving average on the daily, I think. Yep, EMA, 200 weekly EMA, okay. And then we didn't touch SMA at all. And I thought we might have actually give it a go, but the 200 is acting resistance. That's our macro trend line as well. So if you look from there, from other charts, we did talk about this. Give or take a bit. We might, if we align it to that, let's see how we go. I'm mindful of time. That is definitely our trend line. Resistance trend line, there we go. Perfect. On the resistance trend line. And that's why we're going to go down, guys. So that's all I have. Alts had their time. Now we're looking like we're going to go down. Finding an entry is hard at this point. You can take your chances, but I'm going to leave it at that. Talk to you soon. Please give me a like and share. Cheers.